Hi, this is Dan Pygott from Royal LePage Sussex Pygott Properties, and welcome to your March market update. Now, this month, it's a lot of the same narrative that we've been talking about in past months. There's a lot of uncertainty in the marketplace, and it's definitely impacting sentiment with both buyers and sellers. Now, as we know, where's the uncertainty coming from? We've got an election coming in the coming weeks here in Canada. We don't quite know what direction our country is going to go. And down south in the United States, we're getting information fast and furious that's not always good with the tariffs. And that's, again, eroding consumer confidence north of the border and impacting our economy. Now, when we look at the sales data in March of 2025, it bears this out. In fact, in Greater Vancouver, it was the lowest amount of sales in the month of March that we've seen since 2019. So it's been a few years since we've regressed to these kind of numbers. All the while, the listing inventory on a whole is on the rise. So you're getting a lot of supply, and you're missing out on buyers, which is just causing things to be a little bit sluggish and a little bit slow. Now, what's really interesting that we're seeing is it's spotty. There are still pockets of the market that are performing very well. So for example, one thing we look at to determine whether it's a buyer, seller, or balanced market is something we call the sales to active listings ratio. And in Greater Vancouver for detached markets, only about 10% of the detached listings are selling. It was sold in the month of March. If you look in North Van, for example, for detached homes, it was over 20%, which is a seller's market, or at very least a strong, balanced market. Greater Vancouver as a whole, you're looking at a fairly extreme buyer's market. So even within the subsets here, it's not consistent. And so as a seller, it's really important, no matter what type of property type you have, we have to really drill down and be sure we're in the proper market range, because that pricing is what drives the activity and will lead to a successful offer. Now, buyers, on your side of things, this is a great time to buy. There's great value out there. A lot of people are nervous and want to wait and see what's going to happen down the road, and we appreciate that, and that's something to certainly talk about. But if you look and you dig, we can find great value. So if you have any questions about what your move that's coming up on either side, definitely reach out. Happy to talk to you through everything. There is a lot to digest, a lot to go through in this marketplace. We'll continue to keep you posted. Look forward to talking to you next month.